The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jared Weaver is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Carlos Santana makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Squared that one up just a little late.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Weaver into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Very nice afternoon, high skies, and 77 degrees at game time. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has it in his tracks. 1 out. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Now here's a swing by Kipnis, and he connects on this one out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Throw on to first, and Weaver's really got it working here. There are 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Francisco Lindor gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the seats, 0-1. Top of the first just underway here at Angel Stadium. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Hit out towards second. To his left, Pennington. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So a good inning there for Jared Weaver. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Corey Kluber is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this is somebody you've got to get up in the zone. His out pitch is the sinker ball. And if he's working that thing down, it's going to be a long game for the hitters.
Bottom of the first straight ahead as Yunel Escobar steps in to get him started.
And leading off for the Halos, third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Number 30 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. He's trouble every time he steps into the box because he's such a well-rounded hitter. He has the power to go deep. He's got the speed to turn an out into a base hit. And he's got the nerve to stay calm and come through in the clutch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Cole Calhoun comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all-around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kipnis has it on to first, and there are 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Mike Trout gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. hit to third. Ramirez scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. After one, no score. Mike Napoli makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
To first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Stepping in, Lonnie Chisenhall, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And Weaver's ready. First pitch on the way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Batting sixth, third baseman,
Jose Ramirez takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Number 30 stands in for the first time. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
So important to be able to work the count right here. You know, get yourself into a good hitter's count. We know that's important every day, but especially so when you're facing a guy like this.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Albert Pujols strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more cerebral talent in the game. I mean, it's one thing to have the physical ability, but it's another thing to combine that with his mental aptitude. He's made a nice adjustment there to pick up the base hit.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll take a look at ball one.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Coming to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Called strike, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
First and second here with nobody out. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Standing in now, number 3. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you've still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Jet Bandy gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the second inning.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2.
Things were looking pretty good for him when they got the first 2 men of the inning to reach, but it's all gone downhill since then.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chisenhall moves over, and that ends the inning. Angels strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the 3rd from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Chris Jimenez is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Chris Jimenez.
And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Weaver looks in. Here's the 0-2. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hit well on the ground to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, he gets a fastball here and he rips it towards the hole. You see the good effort over there at first, but that got on him much too quickly for him to be able to knock it down.
Here's Rajay Davis now. Runner goes for second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Cleveland.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Third inning, no score to this point. 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And Pennington will put this one away, and that ends the inning. When we return, Cliff Pennington starts things out. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. And there indeed is Cliff Pennington now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Cliff Pennington.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
Yunel Escobar will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
First offering on its way. Runners off for second. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Hot shot on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hit to short. He's got it. A bare hand for 1. On to Napoli, and they get 2 here to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Jason Kipnis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Pennington takes it in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Weaver gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off here as Weaver runs it full now. It's 3-2. Waiting on deck, there's Mike Napoli. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. sent in the air out to straightaway center. Crowd on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for Cleveland.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Albert Pujols is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Two and 0.
2-0.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike three.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at one. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Three and one. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Guys, that's just an amazing at-bat right there. All that guy on the mound wants to do is find that one put-away pitch and get him back in the dugout. But try as he might, he never could find it. And he winds up not only losing this guy, but taking up a big chunk of his stamina to do it.
Jet Bandy gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
And this hole he's digging on the mound, it's all his doing. He's got to be able to find the strike zone.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Lonnie Chisenhall heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone. Then maybe your offense can go from there.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Looking to avoid his first walk. Pulled toward right center field. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Shot toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
The batter.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Into the box now, number 30. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. That's by him for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1 out and a runner on second base. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Weaver rapidly approaching the 70-pitch mark. He's at 68 right now. Hits this one hard the other way. Backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Now in the box, Chris Jimenez. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Weaver comes set. 0-1 on its way. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Cliff Pennington comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Cliff Pennington.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. To short. To his right, Lindor. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
0-0. Yunel Escobar.
Yunel Escobar will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Ramirez is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
This has been the story all afternoon. They have just not been able to get on top of his fastball. Here's another pop-up to prove it.
Cole Calhoun will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Rajay Davis makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
2-0.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. chased a bad one there, 1-1.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Rather than trying to pull that ball, he just chops it the other way, and it finds its way into left. That's smart baseball right there.
So a runner at first now with one away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. There goes the runner. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Calhoun at the track. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Mike Napoli will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
That's exactly what you got to do against a good fastball hitter. Keep him guessing and don't let him sit on the hard stuff, even in a fastball count.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
2 out here and a runner at second. hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks like that's going to do it for Jared Weaver. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Deolis Guerra will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 54, Deolis Guerra.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. 3 runs already home here. And it's quickly 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Swinging a soft liner, and he makes a great diving stop for the out.
The designated hitter, number 5.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Here's Albert now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Grounded foul off to the right. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Kluber gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Sinker. 3-2 now. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And a swing by Pujols, but he didn't get all of this one. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
C.J. Cron will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
2 out, nobody on. Taken high and deep to right. Chisenhall going back on it. Still going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. Still down 3-0. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Number 30 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point.
Center fielder, number 30.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. You know, both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
Ground ball right side. To his right, Cron. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher, Chris Jimenez.
Chris Jimenez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And this is up and in, ball 1.
1 ball, no
1
strikes.
out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
One and one, here it is. Line drive to center field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's Rajai Davis now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here he comes on 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to third. Escobar is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Andrelton Simmons steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In there at the knees, strike 1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Kluber sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Way outside. 1-2.
And that may have been one of those, let's just see if we can get him to chase one more time. Not a bad idea.
And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 13.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jet Bandy will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Chopped in front of home plate. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Carlos Santana will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Thinks he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
In the dirt, it's 3 and 0 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
That one's in there, 3 and 1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2 and 0.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Crone is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. From the stretch. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Francisco Lindor gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Fouled back. Hit hard up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Mike Napoli will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Cliff Pennington digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Yunel Escobar will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ballgame.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And that's too high, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor fields it cleanly. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 56.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Ground ball left side. To his left, Ramirez. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Jose Valdez will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Leading off the inning, Lonnie Chisenhall, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Lifted in the air to center. Trout is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Jose Ramirez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. Number 30 stands in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2. Chris Jimenez digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Nothing doing for the Indians there, but they lead it 3-0. Mike Trout will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Kluber's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 5.
Albert Pujols will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. And they don't even want to mess with Pujols here with a base open, so they'll go ahead and put him aboard.
Up next for the Angels.
Ready now, C.J. Cron. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Davis. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And the Angels are back within 1. It's a 3-2 ball game now. Andrew Miller is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Caleb Coward will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 22, Caleb Coward.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. So the Angels are down to their final strike now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You'll take that every time.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-2. So long from Anaheim.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 3 runs on
A good look at the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit. Tonight it's a matchup of the show versus the farm between the Norfolk Tides and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Justin Verlander gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Number 23 heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 23.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Verlander gets the sign. Here he comes, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Into the box now, Drew Stubbs. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic play, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
And he falls behind 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mickey Bevis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Ian Kinsler stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Stubbs giving chase, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double. Coming to the plate now, Cameron Maben. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. 1 away. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, you know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Now both runners are breaking. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. J.D. Martinez stands in.
J.D. Martinez.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Justin Upton stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Lays off 1-0. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And that's a pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And another foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting 7.
Nick Castellanos has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a little blooper to center. Stubbs ranging forward. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. With a moment now, here's a look at the defense now for the Ties. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop. Actually, anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Skied into straightaway right. Holden has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back for more from Detroit after this. Leading off the inning, Cesar Corona, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cesar Corona.
Verlander into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Caleb Joseph will get his first cuts here. Into the seats, 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing and a liner. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, this is a nice swing there. You can see he rifles this one just inside the chalk. Maybe he's just a little unlucky to get only a single out of it instead of 2 bases.
Standing in now, Dariel Alvarez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7.
Tom Chen set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
From the stretch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Detroit is out in front, 2-0. Jose Iglesias strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Ian Kinsler will get a second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Cameron Maben is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And the runner back. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Miguel Cabrera is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 2 full. Tigers are out in front, 2-0. Leading off the inning, Lee Holden, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lee Holden.
Verlander sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You don't need to be a lip reader or an expert in body language to know that he was not thrilled with that call. You know, just about every umpire has a different interpretation of what a high strike should be. But none of them like it when guys carry on like this. You got to be careful.
Paul Yanish comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Castellanos is under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 23.
Number 23 steps into the box. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Drew Stubbs is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Oh, and Verlander loses the handle here. This one straight to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Martinez. Still going back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, let's run through the sequence here on Show Track. He's going to try and wait him out up there. Looks at 3 straight balls, and then the automatic take on 3-0. Finally says, I got to swing sometime. He absolutely crushes this ball on the 3-1 pitch.
Steve Pearce is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter swing at pitches that are off the plate.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Victor Martinez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Victor Martinez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Holden has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
J.D. Martinez will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, and that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
One and two, here it comes. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes for second. Takes this the other way to right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Cesar Corona is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Baseman, Cesar Corona.
Verlander's ready. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 36.
Caleb Joseph is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Stepping in now, Dariel Alvarez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Martinez on the run, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around, and we remain tied at 2 apiece. James McCann is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
For the Tigers, catcher James McCann.
Into the windup and the pitch. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to take this one in is Stubbs, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
This is just proving that you don't always have to strike guys out to be successful. That's a good job of changing up on a guy, and that means he's gotten the first 2 outs here on just 3 pitches.
Ian Kinsler steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Tom Chen heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman Tom Chen.
First pitch on its way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Martinez has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, right fielder, Lee Holden.
Into the box, Lee Holden. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Into the box now, Paul Janisch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Number 23 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez is there, and that's the third out. Cameron Maben will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Maben.
First offering on its way. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Flying toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There you go. Back-to-back singles here to open up the inning, have him set up in a good position to break this deadlock.
Victor Martinez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this one gets away. Throw to the plate. And the recovery will be in time to get him breaking from third. And a base running gaff that time, as that's the first out of the inning. Wow. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run shot for Victor Martinez. And it gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And it's quickly 0-2. One out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Rocket to third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the 3rd time through the lineup. And guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Justin Upton stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete, and Detroit has taken a 4-2 lead. Drew Stubbs will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Hit to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Steve Pearce.
Steve Pearce will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
We're in the sixth inning now of a 4-2 ball game. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a liner, but foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Into the box, Cesar Corona. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. This is pulled into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pablo Morales will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 47, Pablo Morales.
Nick Castellanos will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the sixth.
Number 30, Nick Castellanos.
Out in front of it, strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stubbs sprinting after it. Oh, what happened? He dropped it.
The catcher, number 34, James McCann.
And guys, he darn near makes this play in the outfield as we get a second look. Boy, stretches out as far as he can. Maybe could have had it with an all-out dive, but it'll go for a double instead. Standing in now, James McCann. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. On the ground to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball.
Wow, that has taken a big chance right there. They're trying to get the lead runner, but boy, unless you're absolutely sure, you just got to take the easy out. You know, we see guys throw late to third base all the time, and we're going to find out how costly this one winds up being.
Jose Iglesias steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
One and one. Here it is. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with two men on base in front of him.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runners are at first and third with none out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit to short, reined in, one there, on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Well, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
2 out, nobody on. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Holden, and that retires the side. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Tigers lead it 5-2. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Leading off the inning, Caleb Joseph, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Dariel Alvarez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. Tom Chen stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Verlander has been strong to this point. He's given up just the 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. And he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Upton's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Lee Holden stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. Patrick Servone will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Patrick Servone.
Cameron Maybin will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And that's in there for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And Maybin is going to wind up here with extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the Tigers are in business to start the inning. They've got a leadoff triple.
The first baseman, number 24, Miguel.
And a great job here by the number 2 hitter in the lineup, getting something started here with the leadoff triple. And now you'd have to think that someone in that 3, 4, 5 spot could get him in.
Miguel Cabrera gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight at 93, ball 1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 6-2. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And you wonder if maybe this one is the one that finishes things off. That's going to make this a 6-2 game now. And with time running short, 4 runs might be just a little too much to make up the way they've swung the bats.
Victor Martinez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. No one out with a runner at second. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement. And then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and third, one away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And on the mound, you can tell he's not in here to mess around. He means business.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. The second for one. On to Pierce. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Tigers get one here on the RBI double by Miguel Cabrera. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 6-2. Paul Janisch will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
In there, strike one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Towards second. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Number 23 steps in now. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is up with it to second for one. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Drew Stubbs.
Drew Stubbs will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too high, 1-0. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Two out, nobody on. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Upton shading to his right, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Detroit is out in front, 6-2. Jason Garcia is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jason Garcia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Castellanos. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Holden is under it, 1 down.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
James McCann stands in. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Holden is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get them.
Jose Iglesias comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 9th inning coming up. Tigers are out in front, 6-2. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Mark Lowe will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Mark Lowe.
Steve Pearce will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit hard up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th. Cesar Corona will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Francisco Rodriguez is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Caleb Joseph will stand in now, and, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. First and second here with nobody out. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Maben. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dario Alvarez.
In now, Dario Alvarez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 delivery. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
just hung in there on that one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs.
The batter, number 8.
So a solo shot down the line in left. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Stepping in now, Tom Chen, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Martinez. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting. Right fielder
Lee Holden will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
There's the hard stuff from K-Rod to start him out. It's 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Too high. 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
now batting.
Digging in, Paul Janisch. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Ian Kinsler will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Center fielder number 4.
Cameron Maben ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Miguel Cabrera stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Outside, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Pierce is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Number 23 will come on now to start things out in the 10th, and you have to figure the momentum is squarely on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top of the 9th, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom half. This is a ball club that just won't quit out there, and they're going to keep fighting until the last out.
And this is a tough task, facing a right-handed reliever with a good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, when you talk about a great 1-2 combination, here it is. Go high and tight on the previous pitch, and then low and away for the punch-out. That's a great job of changing the line of sight for the hitter, and it really paid off there.
Steve Pierce is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, He's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Settling in now, Cesar Corona, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And the throw here is dropped.
You'll get another look here. The jump, it's an average one. The throw's pretty good. So this is where pure speed is going to make the difference. And sure enough, he's in safely ahead of the throw.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Now batting,
Caleb Joseph step in yet again, and where would his club be without his at-bat in the 9th inning? This was his 3-run homer that helped us get to where we are now in extra innings. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Up top, it's 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Inside with the slider, 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Dario Alvarez will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Swing, line drive. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
The batter, number 8.
He's on cloud 9 down there at first base. Fired up, excited, and he should be. That's a big single, gives them a 2-run lead.
Bruce Rondon will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Rondon.
Into the box, Tom Chen, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Tides lead it 8-6. Frederick Haynes will get the call here an inning later than usual as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Leading off the inning, Victor Martinez, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And the count will be full. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he's retired 1 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's by him for strike 1. Here it comes. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Ball 2.
2-2.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Justin Upton comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about doing that again. Let's see if he can get something started right here.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 0-1. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it took him an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it. as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Tides win it 8-6. Good night from Detroit.
Our final line score, first